Ladies and gentlemen, it's getting messier. When two elephants are fighting, you know what happens to the grass. Welcome to the channel, guys. It is the Rose Show. Please like, share, and subscribe. So Davido has been trending with his baby mama because he filed a lawsuit first that he wanted to be able to see his daughter, and he was asking for joint custody of his daughter Imade. And Sophia is responding, giving reasons why she doesn't think that Davido can, should have any sort of custody of their daughter. And one of the reasons she gave was that Davido and Chama couldn't protect Ifeanyi, and that was why Ifeanyi passed in their custody, that she couldn't leave her daughter with those people, considering also that Davido is also always with a lot of guys, and she cannot leave her 9-year-old minor with Davido, who is always with a lot of guys. Now, okay, people have been saying, Sophia, you couldn't have mentioned Ifeanyi and everything. People are saying that that's law, and that's when it comes to court cases, everybody gets messy, and it's not about emotion, it's about facts. You bring your facts to the table so that the judge, can hopefully judge you guys in your favor. After Sophia mentioned Ifeanyi in her response to Davido's lawsuit, I think Davido wasn't having it, and he went to his Instagram and he posted some sort of response to Sophie. He said, "You're constantly bringing up the death of my child at any point you can, to just remind us of the tragedy that haunts us every day of our lives. Imade will grow up to see that I fought for her. As for now, you can have her. P.S. She won't be a child forever. Enjoy. Imade Aurora Adeleke, your father loves you." He went ahead to clarify. He said, "All I ask for is joint custody and nothing else. But cause it's Davido, y'all want to act like y'all can't read. SMH, I'm off this. Y'all be blessed, and I pray this never happens to any of you." So people were still arguing on Instagram. So he went ahead to explain. Joint custody, both parents will have access to the child. And sole custody, only a single parent will have access to the child, And that was Davido explaining the whole dynamics of the situation, because people were not understanding what they were arguing about. Now, as expected, there are people who are team Davido. There are other people who are team Sophia Momodu. That Davido is, people are saying that Davido is trying to use his money and, or use emotions to buy the whole matter. And people are saying, oh, if you really love your daughter, you cannot just give up on her so easily. Not talking about you can have her, because Davido actually posted it again and saying that Sophia can have Imade, that Imade will grow up and know that he, the father, fought for her. People are saying, oh, you cannot just give up so easily on your child. And I'm like, people are funny. What do you guys want? And for those who don't remember, I'm not even trying to go back to when they were dating. Let's start from when this whole issue started, and we did not know that it was because they were going down with each other in 2020. And this is like a whole case of looking like people are angry with each other relationship wise, and they're trying to make this small girl suffer for this whole matter. Let's start from the fact that after a while, it looked like Sophia was always posting her daughter, talking about the fact that she's raising this girl alone and everything. And looking at it right now, it's not totally false, because there are receipts of Davido not showing up for 2 years because of the issues he had with Sophia Momodu. In that period where Davido wasn't paying school fees, and Sophia reached out to Davido's father, who eventually paid the school fees. All those times, Sophia was posting when she took her daughter on vacation, and she was talking about the fact that she was sponsoring these vacations alone. And people were now beginning to say, okay, Davido is a deadbeat, so you're not even a good father. So why are you always trying to act like you're a good father? You are present in Imade's life when Sophia is taking care of all the bills. In fact, at some point, Tiwa Savage's ex-husband talked about the fact that he was begging Sophia to let Davido see Imade, and Davido is now messing up, on social media and all that. So I think the whole back and forth, and Davido now had to file a lawsuit, even though people are now saying that the lawsuit triggered her. And I'm like, people, what do you want? Davido filed a lawsuit because, okay, I want to be able to see my daughter without having to beg you, or without having to know if you're in a good mood for me to see my daughter. Let me just have, legal rights to see my child that I have with you. So that's where this whole thing started from. So the video now is trying to say, oh, this lady is saying I have not been there for my daughter, but I've been paying her school fees, I have bought cars for them, I have given them a house of 200 million naira, and she refused the house. I pay 5 million naira for rent yearly and all that. Now, Sophia responded. Sophia said she was not aware of the 200 million naira house, and why she doesn't want to live in the house that Davido is providing for is because before, one time she lived in his house, and he could just come and ask her to leave the house. And me, I'm in support of that one with her. Like, don't live in the house that he's paying for if it's not in your name. Do you get what I'm saying? So he cannot just get angry with you and say leave my house. No, even if he's going to pay for the house, let the house be paid for by him, but let it be paid in your name. Do you guys get what I'm saying? Let her be the person that rented the house. Hey, so somebody cannot just wake up one morning and chase you and your child out of the house because he's angry. So that was Sophia's response. That was where it started from. So this latest reply is Sophia's response to Davido's lawsuit, and she's saying this is the reason why she doesn't want Davido to have joint custody of their child, because Davido is always with plenty guys, and she does not trust that Davido's her daughter will be safe with Davido, and also that Ifeanyi passed when he was with Chioma and Davido, and that Davido has gotten married and she doesn't want another woman to take care of her child. Granted, just a lot of things going on. She's showing right now, she's even showing her house rent of 27 million naira. And you guys, Davido is paying 5 million naira from that money. People are saying, why are you staying in a 27 million naira house when you are doing 4 installments? What's my own? That's not my business. If she can afford a 100 million naira house rent, let her pay and stay in the house, People have actually come out to tell her that if you don't want Davido to be involved in his child's life, then you cannot be asking him to pay for, things, that he should just pay for his child's school fees and open a trust fund for her. I don't think he should do that. He's the father. That's why I feel like this whole court case was important, so that they will now know how many days I have with you. And one thing about this whole joint custody thing, people are not getting is that people are saying, Davido doesn't have the time to even stay with Imade half of the time. And that's true. So when it comes to joint custody, let me know in the comment section, lawyers, if you're in the comments. I don't think joint custody always means 50-50 of the time. It can be 90-10. It can be 95-5. It can be 98-2. But what it means is that Davido can see his child when he wants to see his child. But you, the mother, hopefully, because I'm sure the court will grant Sophia, custody of her child. She's a good mother to this girl. You can tell she loves this girl. It shows, she's a great mother, so she has not harmed this girl in any way, so she would have custody of her child. But what is trying to happen here now is that Davido should be able to see his child without, breaking the bank or climbing the high heavens and begging because of the issues people had. It's just a lot of back and forth, and I think very, very unnecessary, because truthfully, this is a personal feud between Davido and Sophia. And like I said, two elephants fighting, poor Imade, suffering in this whole mix. Some people have said that the court will give Sophia sole custody of the child, but Davido can see the child, visitation rights. Others are saying that courts don't like to give sole custody when the father is not toxic, because what sole custody will mean is that Sophia can actually wake up one day and say, I want to change this girl's country, I want to move to another country with this girl, I want to go here, and will not need any other person, Davido in this case, to sign or to agree to whatever she wants to do with the child. The child is literally her child, and that, I don't think that that's great. I feel like they should do the joint custody, but she's going to obviously be with her child like full time, but Davido should be able to at least 1 or 2 holidays, be able to be with his child. It's a lot of back and forth. Like she released a chat where Davido's father was asking her that he wanted Imade to be on family vacation with her, and she was saying that he needed to give her 2 months notice to be able to see Imade, that she had already made plans for her and Imade. Granted, you didn't know that Davido was going to want to see the child during Christmas, and you wanted to go out with your child. You booked a trip. It's granted, but 2 months? You see why courts don't like to grant sole custody? Because if you have 2 months to tell her that you want to see your child, that means if she's the one that has sole custody, she can decide that you give me one year notice and you cannot do anything about it. Once again, for the opting time, this is a case of Davido and Sophia Momodu's personal issues. And Imade should please be freed from this whole matter, because if you look at it, people are saying, Sophia is right, Davido is wrong, Sophia is right. When it comes to children, when it comes to family, nobody really wins. Nobody really wins in the end. Nobody. But let me know what your thoughts are, guys, in the comment section. It's a real show. Thank you for watching. Like, share, and subscribe. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye-bye.